All right, start with in-person questions first for Coach.
What'd you like about how you just set the tone defensively in that first half?
Exactly what you said. Set the tone from the start. Physicality was great. And, obviously, you look at the results 17, 15, 19 in first, second, fourth quarter. Other than that third quarter, I felt our physicality was great. Anytime we can impose that on guys from the start, we wanted to do that and start the road trip off right. And, if you can make teams start complaining, you're in a good spot.
They're a team that knows defenses are going to pressure up on them, so they try to back cut and stuff like that to surprise you, but they never really got through. So what were you guys looking for on those reads, and how did you protect when somebody would get through?
Yeah, bodies on bodies, keeping bodies in front. Everybody sometimes overreacts to the three-point shooting and the one-on-one, plays that stand out, but it's all the little things, little slips to the basket, all the easy baskets that, really add up. And so we knew if we could take care of that, pressure Green and some of their bigs up top, not just let them sit back and quarterback and pick us apart, we'd be in good shape. And so for the most part, we did that. They got some open threes in the first half that they just missed that, we weren't our best on, but overall, like I said, more so than not, we were in the right spot, and our physicality was great. Halftime clips, we showed them bodies in front of bodies, touching at all times. And so, credit to our guys sticking to the game plan and imposing their will physically.
Second straight game where the Mavs and the Warriors put up a lot of points in the third quarter, especially. I guess, what do you kind of attribute that to?
Jordan Poole getting hot. I mean, we weren't the best there in a lot of those instances. Our bigs being too far back at times, and he kind of got loose. A hell of a player that can get hot, and we knew that. So Curry going out and him having the ball and a ton in that quarter, he went off. But to bounce back and hold him to 19 in the fourth quarter after he had 19 alone in the third, and they gave up 37. Credit to our guys for weathering the storm, continuing to do what we did offensively, and putting up 31 ourselves in the third and fourth. So didn't let that our defense affect our offense. Kept playing the right way, and then figured it out in the fourth.
There's conversations between opposing coaches and players that might be good-hearted or talking to the bench a little bit. But the conversation between Kerr and Smart seemed to be a little bit contentious. What did you see from that? What's your philosophy on opposing coaches talking to your players?
Well, the play that they were complaining about was totally legal and not malicious at all to me. One guy dove for it, one guy reached for it, and it was a loose ball on the floor, so I don't think there was anything there to really complain about. And so obviously the refs looked at it, I think, and we knew it was a legal play, good play, so we weren't really worried about that. I told Marcus, don't worry about that, let me handle all that. And they had some words, and our guys have the freedom to do that. If a coach is going to talk to them, they're grown men, they can talk back. And so not really worried about that, but to his credit, he kept his composure. Obviously put up 20 and 8 and played through it. So bottom line, don't need to get back and forth with a coach, but if you want to say your piece, I'm all for it.
Would you ever go to an opposing coach and say, hey, don't talk to my guys? I know it might be a college thing, but is that something you've ever seen or happen?
Yeah, you see it. Coaches and players have gotten to it before. They had their words and they went their separate ways, and if it gets over the line, then I obviously step in and would say something. But Steve said his piece, Marcus said what he said back, and we left it at that.
You mentioned that third quarter. I think in the fourth they cut it to 9, but obviously most of it is late in the third. What did you like about the bounce back? Obviously Peyton hit a couple of big threes and just kind of keeping your composure.
Yeah, it was like I said, the defense in the third, our poor defense, didn't affect us offensively at all in both quarters, scoring the 31. But, they did a little bit of what probably watched the Dallas game and went after Jason quite a bit. And so we were prepared for that. Found guys in the pockets and they made plays, and that's sometimes as simple as that. How it comes down to that. Guys found in the pocket and made shots tonight where we missed some of those and weren't as sharp against Dallas, and you see the end result. So credit to our guys for continuing to play, not let a hot quarter affect us offensively, and then we figured it out defensively as well and hold them to 19. Really, I think they had 9 for most of that quarter until late. So credit for the bounce back.
Jason Tatum crashed my post-game interview and called Marcus Smart the defensive player of the year. Where do you stand on all of that, and how do you lobby for your guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's self-explanatory what he does for the team, the tone that he sets on a night-to-night basis. But he mentioned it, and it's somewhat true that guards are overlooked at times. You look at the rebounding numbers, you look at shot blocks, and some versatility. But the guards have, especially our team, have versatility as well. And so we can put them on anybody. Obviously, 1 through 5, put them on Green at times, or any of Curry, Thompson, Poole. And so I think it gets overlooked because of some of the numbers that stand out with rebounds and defense. But he sets a tone for us on a night-to-night basis. And I think he mentioned how him and Rob not getting recognition on one of the top defensive teams in the league doesn't really make sense. So if that's the case, it's like MVP or All-Star voting. You're based on wins and your record, and I think defense should be in the same category.
Thank you, Coach. Wrap it up right there.
Thank you.